Lesson 9.1, Video 1, Rational Functions. Some key terms are that a rational function comes from the part or the phrase ratio. A ratio meaning a fraction. So fractional functions is the same as a rational function. So equation of the form f of x equals, and then we have a function in the numerator and a function in the denominator. So again, they are both polynomial functions on top and bottom, with one restriction. When we have fractions, we know that we cannot divide by 0. So we have a rule that says whatever the function is in the denominator, that cannot be 0. Otherwise, the fraction or rational function is undefined. Whatever causes that denominator to become 0 is called an excluded value. So again, an excluded value is a value or any value of a variable that results in the denominator, again, the bottom of the fraction, equaling 0 in a rational function. An asymptote is a term that we use to describe a characteristic in a graph, and it's either vertical or horizontal, and when you graph it, what happens is a function will seem to approach a value and never cross over that value. So it's like a barrier, and that barrier is caused by values that would again cause a denominator to be 0, make it be undefined, and on the graph it's dotted and it's called an asymptote. And again, there's vertical asymptotes and horizontal asymptotes. So you could have one right here as well, and this one looks like it's the x-axis. And typically with these kinds of functions, out of 4 possible sections, you have your graph taking up 2 of them. So again, a rational function is a function that has fractions in it, and with one restriction, you cannot have the 0 become a denominator become a 0. Whatever value that you plug into the function that causes it to be 0 is called an excluded value, also known as restricted values. And those values that cause it to be undefined on a graph are called asymptotes, to show you that you cannot plug those numbers in to the function because it causes trouble. And that ends Lesson 9.1, Video 1.